don't be so focused on chasing down the next customer that you forget the customer that's already in your midst. Ooh, I had a huge month because I got XYZ clients who paid me all up front. If you're not getting the same amount of clients next month, it can be difficult to maintain your business operations. So consider allowing your clients to pay over time. That way you have consistent cash flow every month, and those payment plans really come in handy as a business owner. Hey, CourtneyLSanders here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to me, I'm a full-time online life and business coach, as well as wife and mom. I wear all the hats and do all the things, but I do it because I'm super passionate about helping you turn your success story into a 6 or even 7-figure brand. And in order to do that, you're gonna need some reoccurring revenue in your business, which is what we're talking about today. In fact, we're gonna be going over the ways that you can create reoccurring revenue in your business that not a lot of people think about. And so most people are so focused on how do I just get my next client or how do I get my first client that they forget to build systems or to think about their business holistically so that they always have reoccurring revenue coming in the door. And in fact, if you wanna know how I create revenue in my business, you can check out this video here where I break down how I have months as high as 100K per month. Yeah, I know. If you don't believe it, I share the receipts here, so you can go ahead and check out that video. But with that, let's get into some ways that you can create reoccurring revenue in your business that maybe no one told you about. All right, the first way, and it seems obvious, but I have to say this, that you can create reoccurring revenue in your business is through repeat customers. And again, I know it sounds obvious, but so many people focus on getting the next customer in the door that they don't think about what they can do with the existing customer that's already there. So maybe you've heard this marketing statistic. I forget what the percentage is, but I'm just making this up, but maybe it's like 80 times easier to sell a customer who's already done business with you than it is to sell a customer who has never heard of you before, who has never spent money with you. And part of that is because the customer who's already spent money with you already knows how you operate. If they had a great experience, they're more likely to want to do something again. And so many of us are thinking that we need to grow our audiences, and we're not taking advantage of the audience that's already in front of us. So one of the easiest ways to create reoccurring revenue in your business is simply to focus on getting the customers who have already given you money to join another program or to join something that you have and to want to spend money with you again. So don't be so focused on chasing down the next customer that you forget the customer that's already in your midst. All right, the second way that you can create reoccurring revenue in your business is through memberships. Now, I have to warn you because most people, when they think of memberships, they think of Netflix, right? So they're like, ooh, great, yes, I'm gonna create a $7 a month membership and I'm gonna get 1,000 people to come into it. And I'm gonna make $7,000 a month and it's gonna be fantastic. That's not what I'm talking about here. Low ticket memberships are actually for people who are already doing millions of dollars in their business. I know that sounds crazy, but it takes so much effort to get the amount of volume that you need to make those models work that you really already need to be making a substantial amount of money in order to make a low ticket model work. So there's this huge misconception in online coaching that it's easier to sell something if it's lower ticket. So people get excited, they're like, oh, it's $7 a month. Who's gonna say no to this? It's gonna be easy to get 1,000 people to sign up for that membership, not realizing that it takes just as much energy to get someone to sign up for a $7 product as it does to get someone to sign up for a $7,000 product. I kid you not. In fact, I would say it's actually easier to get someone to sign up for a $7,000 product than it is to get them to sign up for a $7 product, because at least with a $7,000 product, it's easier to see the value. The value is there, right? Where when it's a $7 product, it's kind of like, okay, what am I buying? Like, what am I possibly gonna get for $7? And there's more convincing involved. So memberships can be a great way to create reoccurring revenue in your business, but you wanna make sure that it's not a low ticket membership. So you wanna think about different programs that maybe you offer on a consistent basis. This goes back to step one that we talked about in terms of selling your existing customers over and over again by creating different products and programs for them. Maybe you have different products and programs that, maybe it's not your highest ticket thing, but it's also not a $7 thing. If you are creating a lot of those programs, at that point, it might make sense for you to create a membership where the people who are already spending money with you can just, pay a flat rate monthly and they get access to all the different things that you create. So think about creating a membership, but don't create a low ticket one. All right, the third way that you can create reoccurring revenue in your business is simply through customer referrals. Yeah, so what a great, amazing benefit of selling to the customers that have already done business with you is that you can incentivize them to refer you to other people. So for instance, if someone is in your coaching program, you can tell them, hey, if you've really enjoyed this coaching program, if you refer me to a friend of yours or someone else that you know who's struggling with the same issue, I will give you a 20% commission. And that's just an example. You can come up with a percentage that makes sense for you, but creating these referral-based systems is like easy, low-hanging fruit way to get reoccurring revenue in the door, because again, you're talking to people who already know, like, and trust you. So think about the programs that you've already created, think about your happiest people, the people who have had the most amazing experiences, and go back to them and see what type of incentive can you give them. Is it a percentage on the investment that the next person makes? So again, that 20% on someone else who signs up, or maybe you can give them additional services if someone signs up if you don't want to give a percentage of the revenue. So maybe it's, you get access to a special referral only program or product or e-course or something if you refer me. There's a lot of different ways that you can do this, so feel free to be creative, but don't sleep on referrals. All right, I have more where that came from, but first I want to hear from you. Do you have reoccurring revenue in your business? Share in the comments below. All right, the fourth way that you can create reoccurring revenue in your business, gonna sound strange, payment plans. Yes. There's a reason why banks love mortgages. In fact, there's a reason why banks sell mortgages all the time, because those future cash flows that are coming in from those payment plans are highly, highly valuable to businesses because it helps smooth out your revenue. So I know there's added risk if you have a payment plan because there's always the risk of default, but if you can kind of secure that on the back end, maybe you have some sort of tight collections process, or you hire a team that's gonna remind your clients when their next payment is coming up, so that if they need to update their credit card or whatever, it's not an issue. You don't have to worry about payment fails. It might actually be of greater benefit for you to allow your clients to pay over time via a payment plan versus having them pay for everything all up front in one lump sum. Because while those lump sums are nice and we have, I had a huge month because I got XYZ clients who paid me all up front, if you're not getting the same amount of clients next month, it can be difficult to maintain your business operations. So consider allowing your clients to pay over time. That way you have consistent cash flow every month, and those payment plans really come in handy as a business owner. All right, the fifth way that you can create reoccurring revenue in your business is to start offering in-house services. And so what I mean by this is oftentimes we are coaching people around something. However, there are other services or products that they will need to buy in order to make the greatest use of the coaching. So for instance, in my programs, I teach a lot around branding. And so people might have questions of, well, how do I find a graphic designer, or where do I get a website? I could offer in-house services, and hint, hint, I do, to a select number of clients who want to pay me and have my team just do the branding for them, or have my team just do the website for them. So think about what are the needs that your clients are gonna have as a result of your coaching, and figure out if there's a way that you can offer that service without it costing you too much to do it. So maybe you're a health and wellness coach and you're telling your clients what they need to eat. Is there some sort of service you can provide where maybe you do the meal preps for them, or you send them even food? I actually know a holistic nutritionist who has her own farm and raises her own livestock, and so not only is she coaching her clients on how to eat healthy, but if they want to buy healthy organic beef, they literally can purchase it from her farm because she's providing that. So think about what are some in-house services or products that you can provide that come alongside the coaching that you are offering to create additional reoccurring revenue. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, you're gonna love a brand new workshop that I created called the Secret Seminar. I call it the Secret Seminar because it really goes over the behind the scenes business model, not just for my business, but really for the most successful coaches, not just that are existing right now, but are going to be existing in 2023 and beyond. So it's no secret that the coaching industry is changing, and a lot of the methods that worked in the past are no longer working. And so if you wanna future-proof your business, you wanna learn more about my business model, and you wanna figure out how you can be successful in the coming era of the online coaching industry, you will definitely want to get access to the Secret Seminar. So you can sign up for that by clicking the link below. All right, thanks so much for watching this video. If you loved it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you can't wait to my next video, make sure that you are subscribed to my podcast, The Courtney Sanders Show. And if you can't wait for my next podcast episode or my next video, make sure that you are following me on Instagram. It's CourtneyLSanders, where I post daily as well as posting on my stories to show you the behind the scenes of my life. And so with that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.